you are 24 years old, you have no kids, you're high value.
Yes, you're doing it.
So stay that way. And wait for the right one, because good men are out there. You know what I mean? And they are looking for women like you. So I say, be a lady.
Just be a lady.
Just be a lady.
Be feminine.
Be feminine. Be a lady. Men like that. Real men, not males.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. This is going up on Wednesday, but that means that Thanksgiving is this week. Well, tomorrow for you guys.
I love the holidays. My favorite time of the year. It really is.
We are all about.
I love everything about it. Decorating.
Yeah.
I'm corny. I like Christmas music. I like
Christmas everything.
I like to cook. I like to be with my family. I'm the most corny person. I'll wear any kind of Christmas shirt.
Yeah. In honor of Thanksgiving, play it.
Sorry, since you the macaroni and cheese, you're cleaning up all this shit by yourself. Junior, Dejana, nor me are gonna help you clean up. We told you don't put that shit in macaroni and cheese, but you insist on putting it. So since you want to do things your damn way, we gonna do shit our way. We get ready to go upstairs and go to sleep while you clean up all Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you, but guess what? It ain't fair that we couldn't even get a decent thing of macaroni and cheese. We got to wait to go back to Goose for Auntie Carrie to make us some damn macaroni and damn cheese. Because you decided to do some bullshit you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving.
Mom,
you experiment by your damn self.
I've with cream cheese before.
Hell, don't try it with us. We don't want that. Auntie Carrie gave you the damn recipe. But you chose to do shit on your own. Messed our shit.
Now, a lot of people might think that's excessive, but the truth is Danielle makes the macaroni and cheese.
I do.
Every year for Thanksgiving.
Every year.
And I don't eat macaroni and cheese except for Thanksgiving. That's when Danielle makes it. Because everybody else makes it, it's that stovetop thing.
I know.
That's not macaroni to me.
Yeah.
But, I get her. I mean, you don't experiment on a holiday. You don't do that.
Why would you experiment
if you're not comfortable, like I make the desserts, Danielle, my mom makes the, meal. That's how we even it all out so that everybody can contribute. You know what I mean?
I make hors d'oeuvres.
This year I'm making dinner rolls. Danielle usually makes the hors d'oeuvres, the dips, and things like that. And also the macaroni and cheese. My mother makes everything else. But everybody understands their lane. Get good at it.
Right.
Because that's where you're going to be. And I don't want people trying new stuff when I'm hungry.
Especially new stuff on an important day like Thanksgiving. Why are we trying new stuff? We don't need to be trying new stuff. Do everything the way that you always have done it. Don't change anything. It is what it is.
But I agree with her. If you don't know how to cook, then you don't know how to cook. Okay? You know what you can do. You can bring the drinks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The napkins.
You can bring the napkins. You can do things like you can bring the Thanksgiving plates or something like that. Ice, something like that. But if you know how to cook, don't try, even if you know how to cook, don't try something new when everybody liked what you previously did.
That's fact.
Now I'm one of those people that I am not spontaneous. I'm
a creature of habit.
And I will make everything before it even gets served.
Right.
Just to see.
Yeah.
And I give it to Danielle or something. Like, here, taste it. People at work or something. Here's the taste part. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Because I want people to eat well. But these people who like to try different things, or
I know.
That is quite annoying to me. She was mad because you got to understand that what she messed up was the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
that's like messing up the dressing.
Yeah, macaroni and cheese is the main.
It's not like cranberries.
No.
She messed up the macaroni and cheese.
Right.
Most people like the macaroni and cheese. So you come over trying something new, messed up, and she just said probably what everybody was thinking.
Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving.
So we had subscriber. Write us an email, and she's younger. It's always fun when we get young people. Anyways, I'm going to read the email. So she says, "Hi ladies, I don't ever email YouTubers, but you two seem like you will give me your honest thoughts. Y'all are like my big sisters in my head." Laugh out loud. We've had other people say that before. And you can be an honorary Napier sister. How about that? We have a few honorary Napier sisters out there. So, all right. She says, "I'm 24, no kids, and single. I do want to get married, but a lot of the men my age are F-boys." Now, I had looked this up, and that's the bad word.
Yeah.
Okay, and I didn't even know what that means. But I guess it just means like a guy who just likes to have
sex.
Yeah. All right. Men my age are F-boys. So that makes it difficult to take men seriously. My girlfriends are like city girls. I had to look that up too. That's promiscuous girls. Okay. All my girlfriends are like city girls. And the women in my family are older and they are mostly the feminist type. The issue is that they talk mess about men. I don't want to fall into that mentality about men. I like the idea of being a traditional woman, but that is looked down on with a lot of people around me. I find myself in a way pretending to understand them, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, this isn't me. Anyways, I was just wondering if you had some advice for me, or if you have ever been around women like this. I would like if you keep my name anonymous. Okay, she said she wants to keep her name anonymous. Okay, so I won't say her name. Thank you. Okay, so guys, real quick, if you guys write us and you specifically say you don't want your name to be told, we won't say your name. But we're just, if you don't specifically say that, I'm saying your name. But she doesn't want her name to be told. Okay, she's 24, single, no kids.
So I tell you to keep going and don't listen to those people, because while you're sitting there with your husband and kids and you're 24 years old, you'll be sitting around looking out the window and hating on men and having penis envy. That's just the truth. That's the truth. You know what I mean?
Well, women are. Let me tell you.
Women are acting jealous of men.
You're around, so you're like caught in the middle here, because you're around older women who in your family that are all like these little feminist type of women, right? And then on the other hand, your girlfriends are your age, but they're all like these, you call them city girls, like promiscuous out there clubbing and stuff like that. And you are like the more traditional type. Mm-hmm. And so you're just sitting there. It made me think of that scene on Gremlins, where Gizmo was like watching the Gremlins just wreak havoc, and he's sitting there by himself, like, in the middle of all the chaos.
Pretty neat, huh?
Neat. No, wait.
Hey, what is with you guys? How about shutting up for a change?
It's like, I felt like that would have been you. You're like in the middle of all of this mess. Okay, let me tell you. Older women, if they're telling you that men are all dogs, you heard it. Men are just horrible people, and they all just want to use women. These are bitter women. Mm-hmm. These are bitter women. They want you to join their bitter group so you can become a bitter older woman as well.
And it's because they start off like your younger friends.
Yes. I'm never going to tell you a lie. Like, I'm never going to tell people a lie. One thing I do love is when we get younger women who talk to us, because I feel like there is a certain amount of responsibility, I think, that we have, even as women, women our age, to tell the truth. Mm-hmm. And I think that a lot of older women are pretending that they're so super happy with being, single and don't care about men and whatever. I don't need a man. I don't need a man mentality. And they're lying. They are lying, and they're going to be leading you off a cliff. Do not believe any of it. Okay? Something happened. Don't know what it is. Where they became bitter.
And let me tell you, I even with this, you're saying the guys are F-boys. Mm-hmm. Men treat women accordingly.
Yes,
so believe me, I know there are a lot of guys who ask me out that probably treat women like hoes, but they don't do it to me. Yeah, I've never had some guy talk to me.
We talked about last week, yeah,
in any kind of disrespectful way at all. Men know who they're talking to. Yeah, and so don't become one of these girls to get one of these guys. Don't be yourself.
You know what I thought was
yourself
awesome?
And be happy. You're young. You're 24. Yeah. That's like a great time to, you had no kids. You did it right. Keep doing it right.
But what I thought was interesting about this email, which is why I wanted to talk about this, is because, so she's 24, she's young. Mm-hmm. Now, and she's around promiscuous younger women, and she's also around older women who are more feminist, modern women and feminist women, which she's around, right? But what's the most interesting is that you are more of a traditional type of woman, right? Mm-hmm. Although you are around all of that, and you've been around that, somehow you are traditional. Let me tell you, I thought this is fascinating, because that goes to show you right there that instinctually what you're feeling is feminine. So there's no reason why you should be thinking this way. So what that says to me is just that it's just built in you to think the way that you're thinking. Now you're having a hard time because you're around a bunch of people talking a bunch of crap. But your instincts are telling you just that you're a girl, you're a woman, and you don't feel like men are dogs. You don't feel like that can be all true. You don't want to be promiscuous and out there, right? What's happening is that the women around you are resisting what you are about to try to resist. Don't resist it. But you are not resisting yourself as a woman. They are. They're resisting the natural woman behavior by being promiscuous and by being man haters, right? But you are just being a traditional normal woman. You're being completely normal. You know, and so don't change that. Don't veer off the road on this one, because you're going to be much more happy in life. You're going to get much further than these other people.
I know it's harder for you because you're 24. I'm 46, so I really don't care what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
I'll tell a woman in a minute, shut up.
Yeah,
you sound
I don't really care.
You sound real dumb. You start to not care. You know what I mean? Right. But I understand the pressure of being 24, and everybody around you, including the older women, are telling you, you don't do that. You know, but let me tell you, just before you even say anything to them, observe them. Do they look real happy to you?
They look happy? Because I'm telling you.
A lot of these women don't. We just did one on Amber Rose. That woman don't look happy to me.
Don't look happy to me.
You know what I mean? A lot of these women that are so-called liberated, they look unhappy and hurt and angry. They look like they're like jealous of men for some reason. You know what I mean?
A lot of them
and they're just frustrated and anxiety driven and alone.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And what I'm trying to say is that be yourself. So many people aren't themselves. They try to be like everybody. Believe me, all your friends are they're following too.
Yeah.
They're just doing what everybody tells them to do. They're watching their favorite hip hop stars and all that. And they're all just trying to be like all these like angry women.
Reality
don't
TV
have any
show
other
stars.
Life beyond talking to each other all day. Probably none of them really actually sit and talk to men.
Yeah, men.
You know what I mean?
Men would actually be more into you. Look, we have. I think I looked at it the other day. I think we have like 80% or 90% men that watch us. So you can just let them tell you. I mean, the men that watch our channel, right? The majority of them, they're supporters of ours, not the haters, but supporters. So these men are from. I've talked to men in the comments from Australia, Africa. America, obviously, UK, all from really all over the world, right? And I will say that they all are saying, they don't know each other, but they all are saying the same thing. So men are generally, you know what I mean, like they generally think the same thing, and most of them are wanting a woman that's kind of traditional.
Yeah.
Most men are saying that, and that's men all over the world are saying they just much rather have a more traditional woman who's not out here being a city girl and not out here being a what's called a feminist. They don't want that. I mean, they're saying it. They don't want that. And so the fact that you're not that, you're already ahead of the game. You're already ahead. Like you're way ahead of the people that you're talking about.
Yeah, take the road less traveled.
Right.
I mean, really, men are not complicated. They're not. We are.
Yeah.
They're sitting back, sad, looking at us with sadness and laughing at us all at the same time because we're just like a sideshow Bob.
Right. It's really
we're all
weird.
sitting around here over-sexualizing ourselves. We don't make any kind of sense. We don't know what we want, and we're all acting like we're jealous of them. You know what I mean? And so they're falling behind. You're moving forward.
Yes.
You know, play chess. Don't play checkers. That you are 24 years old. You have no kids. You're high value.
Yes. You're doing it.
So stay that way. And wait for the right one, because good men are out there. You know what I mean, and they are looking for women like you. So I say, be a lady.
Just be a lady.
Just be a lady.
Be feminine.
Be feminine. Be a lady. Men like that. Real men, not males. See, because sometimes you run into just people who are males.
Yeah. And
that doesn't mean you're a man.
No.
Just like being a female doesn't mean you're a woman. You know what I mean? There are levels to this stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? And until you can, and you're like, again, you're playing chess. And those girls are walking around playing checkers.
I know.
And they're going to end up by themselves, single mothers, with this career that barely makes them happy.
Well, if they're over here being city girls, I guess you said that they definitely are in the works of being single mothers out there being promiscuous. You know what I mean? So you don't. Definitely
they're going to hate men more. See, because when you become promiscuous like that, and then everything that comes out of your mouth, because I truly believe that everything that you say and everything you say, you start to feel. And then when you start to act it out, where you start acting like a hoe and you start talking bad about men, it starts to make you sad.
Yeah,
it starts to make you angry, and then over years of that, it makes you bitter.
Right. And
then you can't look at the opposite sex with any kind of optimism. You look at them like they're all the same. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. You have to look at men that they're not like us. Yeah. And that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Men aren't like us. You need masculinity. And that's what you want. You're saying you want masculinity. And so if you want masculinity, that means you have to be feminine.
I'm sure those women, the older women, are probably saying stuff like, there are no good men out there. No, the men that you're meeting are no good. the men that you're meeting. It's not all men. For some reason, they're meeting the not so good dog men. I would just say don't fall for the.
Don't fall for
Too many people are just going with the crowd. I know you're in the mix of it. It's kind of difficult. You don't want to lose all your friends and your family.
You might lose some.
You might lose some.
Sometimes you do have to lose people. Like I'm one of those personalities where I can be alone than be around people I can't stand.
Yeah.
Or I can't stand even if I like you. If I don't want to hear it too much.
There's an expiration date with people that I just cannot be around because of negativity or just their overall attitude towards certain things that just doesn't line up. Like, I have an expiration date for those people.
At this point, like, my sister's the only one I can stand female-wise. Everybody else just...
I know, right?
After a while, it's just more of this bad bitch error.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm over it. I don't believe you. Nobody believes you. No one believes you're a bad bitch.
Yeah.
No one believes that you're independent. No one cares either, by the way. Yeah. No one really cares. You know what I mean? You're the only one that cares. And so, I'm just trying to tell you that so that you know that... that men don't really care about those women. That's the reason why they hate men. Yeah. Because they attract the men that they cannot stand. They're creating men they don't want. Right. By acting like that.
And nuclear speed, too. They're just going for it, going at it.
Be yourself.
Be yourself, be a lady, and be, you said you feel more traditional, like a traditional woman. I don't, if that means conservative or whatever. But the point is that you're just feeling like you don't want to be that. Yeah. So don't try to follow the crowd on this one. When you're 24, though, what happens when you're 24 is that you do that. You can kind of want to follow the crowd because you don't want to be left out and be the odd one. But sometimes it is just really okay to do that. I mean, when I was young, when I was 22, 20, when I was club age, I didn't really do I didn't club. Like, I was the person who was like the designated driver. Like, I didn't go to clubs like that. I was also engaged at a very young age, but I feel like if it's not you, it's not you. Like, I know what you're saying. Like, if you don't feel like it's you, it's not you. I wasn't a club person. It wasn't not my thing. I went.
Remember we used to go to clubs? We would Dale and I would go to bars when we were in our early 20s, and we would be like, I hate this. I want to leave. Let's go to Denny's.
I know. We would be at like the club when we were in our 20s. We'd be at the club and we'd be like,
I just want to get out of
I've always just been, I think both of us, we've always been just very much homebodies, and I'm not sure if you're a homebody, but it sounds like you might be someone who just doesn't really like all the, like, I don't need all that. I've never needed all that all of my life, so I've never been out there like that. So if that's not who you are, like, I don't think anyone should be out there.
When I was 20, I tried clubs a lot, and there was this one time I went to this club, and this girl got punched on the dance floor by a guy because he was drunk and he just missed the guy he was trying to hit and hit her on accident. Oh, shit. And I thought to myself, I don't need to be here. This girl just got punched. This woman got punched by a man on accident.
Every time I think about bars and clubs and lounges, and that whole scene is just all, I mean, again, I'm talking about when I was your age, when I was 24, the whole bar, clubs, the whole scene was just so boring to me.
Music's fun.
That I'd be like, oh, okay. Like, I guess it's fun. Yeah, the music's good.
The music's good, but first of all, I'm not much of a drinker. Like, I drink, but I don't like getting drunk. I don't like the feeling of being drunk the next day. Yeah. I mean, sometimes drinking, when you have been drunk, it's fun in the moment because you're so loose. But then hours later, you just feel awful. I don't like that feeling at all. I don't like feeling sluggish. I don't. That type of woman that likes to go out all the time and show herself all the time. Eventually, there's no fun in it.
You know what I mean? Like, who is she?
You'll end up like Madonna, 64, taking pictures. So coming soon are the Kardashians. This is going to be them at 60.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're never going to be able to let go of their beauty or anything like that. And guess what? It's all fading. So while you're 24 and you still got your beauty. Yeah. And it's effortless. Girl, and you don't have no kids. You're what they call, like Kevin Samuels would say, you were like,
you're high valued.
So be high valued. Be happy. Know that about yourself. You're high valued.
And
you're
just
a valuable woman.
And look, you're not even losing value right now because you don't have any kids. See, that's another thing. Is that remember when Kevin Samuels was talking about that when he said you lose value as you get older. You lose value for a lot of reasons. Even if you're young, you start having kids. The reason why he says that is not because he's saying that you lose value as a human being. He's saying in the dating world, marriage world, kids world, the world of all of that family and stuff, you're losing value if you're adding things on baggage. Right. So if you are someone who is, I don't know, have kids, a lot of fathers to these kids, or if you're like overweight, even if you're older. and you're still single
older,
and stuff,
yeah.
like that can be a problem. It could be a problem. You know what I mean? So, but you're in your good time. You're good.
You're good. You're like perfect, really.
Yeah.
Feel blessed
Yeah.
that you're that, and you're not swimming in child support pay. You know, trying to get child support, and you're not on welfare or anything like that. You're just a 24-year-old girl who's single and has a lot going for her, and just build on that. Make yourself more appealing. Like, you know what I mean? Whether it's your education or
I don't know if you know how to cook or anything, but
just anything. Yeah. You know, you can do other stuff with your life. You don't have to go out to parties and stuff. That's not a thing. You know what I mean? Believe me.
Yeah, be creative. Really focus on that kind of stuff. Let us know what you guys think. Leave some comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'm sure you guys have thoughts on this. And that's really it.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh my goodness. I was gonna say we want to say happy Thanksgiving to you guys, and we want to give thanks to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, really,
for subscribing to us and supporting our channel. Like, we could not be more thankful for that, because it's not. This is not like easy thing to do.
Yeah.
It's not very easy to do. Put yourself out there like that. So we really do appreciate you guys supporting us, and then understanding where you're coming from, helping us learn some stuff too from you guys. And yeah, that's what we're really thankful for.
Yeah, I am thankful for you guys.
I am.
Because, sometimes I look at those views and I think for so long we used to have like 100 views all the time.
Sometimes,
and now sometimes I see like 1,000, 2,000. And I just think to myself, I mean, how grateful is for, by the way, most of them are men.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. It's just like, I'm grateful to men. I'm grateful because even, you know what I mean? Like, they've really... I like to say men are really the reason why we even have almost 5,000 subscribers.
And I can say that very, very easily. They are. And so it's just very appreciative of you guys. So thank you. And I hope you guys have a really good Thanksgiving. You don't eat too much or eat too much, and work out.
Work out first.
All right. All right. So we will see you guys in the next video. Bye. But you know what? When you wrote this, I saw a video of, I'm gonna play the video for it, but I saw a video of this lady talking about this very thing, and it made me think about your email, because it just kind of goes to show that a lot of these women are just really lying.
You know, it's crazy because I joke a lot about being single, and it dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me.